Yo everyone, welcome back to another one. Today I am looking into, we have seen Charizard, we see Gardevoir, we see them all dominating, and even this Mega Box. But what if we find a hidden deck that might be able to counter it all in one deck list? Only one deck that is able to compete with the current format. I have an idea for it, so let's go right into it. Okay, so right now Milwaukee has ended. So the meta looked like Charizard won the entire thing, which is not surprising. But this list actually surprised me a bit. I didn't expect to see Klefki being a part of it. Super interesting list, worked very well for him, for Jackson Ford. Very impressive. So congrats to him. Then we had the regular Gardevoir with a few new tweaks with Enamoras, but mainly the same list as we know it. Then we had Gardevoir G with Jellicent, a little bit different item lock based list, not something I'm too surprised by. And then we had one I did not expect. We had the Mega Absol Mega Kangaskhan box archetype. This is the only deck I didn't think to see, and this is the only deck that this will not completely counter, but still partially counter. So what I'm looking at here is the energy counts. Most decks run maximum of 10, 11, and below that. So what if we punish people for running low energy amounts? Let's get right into the deck I have prepared for today. A few tweaks to it, but it is my old buddy Gengar with some tweaks to make it meta viable now and make it able to dominate this meta. Let's go get right into it, why I think this is such a powerhouse of a deck. So first glance, this deck doesn't look impressive. It looks very normal. It is a control-based archetype, so it is super difficult to play. It has a high skill level and high skill ceiling. But as soon as you learn how the deck works, it's actually very good. So as some of you know, Gengar moves energy around, and the handheld fan just doubles the amount of energy you can move. So instead of moving one, you move two normally every turn, which is able to make you able to hand lock people and energy lock people. So instead of going for the regular attack route, we are going for the lockdown route with the tick damage from Gengar, the movement from Munkidori, and the search engine from Pidgeot to make sure we have control at all points of the game. So let's jump right into a mid game where I go over a game I played, and I will talk about how did this game go, what did go well, what didn't go as well as I could have hoped for. So let's get into the first game with this deck. I played against a Cerulege. This is one of the matchups that can be a little bit tricky. So he went first, which is what Cerulege want. This is on 2x speed, and we have an absolutely abysmal hand at this start. We have Bloodmoon in hand, we have no setup cards. This is the worst situation you can be in. But we will find a way to salvage this into a winning spot. The good thing about Bloodmoon is it's pretty tanky, so it can take a few hits from Cerulege. And we find our Gastly. We start charging up Gastly, setting it up, because we know Gastly will be the win con when it gets to Gengar. Cerulege has a lot of energy, especially the newer versions with Solrock and Lunatone, but it doesn't have a lot of fire energy. And Solrock, we can move the damage off, so we are just praying we can get to set up before we are running out of resources. Right now we are just continuing setting up, and here Bloodmoon goes to one hit left, so we know, okay, after this turn we are screwed if we don't get anything good. If we get evolution, we only need a Gengar and we are back in business. My thoughts going here is, okay, we need a Lily or Iono or anything that draws us a new hand on the top of our deck. We have went 3 rounds without drawing any draw cards, so it should be reasonable to hit one here. Because 6 out of our 60 cards are draw engines, so like big draws, and then we have the Arven and everything. Arven would also be very nice, but it's not gonna save us a game right now at this spot. So we are praying for a Lily here on the top of the deck. That would definitely be ideal. That's 8 cards. That gives us a brand new hand. And let's see what happens. I know what happened, but I want you guys to see. Lily on the top of the deck. And now we are back in business. We have the Ultra Ball. We can set up the Pidgey and the second Gastly. And we get the double Munkidori. This could not be any better. And at this point I know, okay, we have Arven in hand. We are not lacking draw anytime soon. And we are just charging up that Squawk. Don't allow him to get any big damage in. And Zerolege is a meta defining deck. And you see, every time he puts energy on, he takes a tiny poke. But that tiny poke makes the difference between 340 and 320. So that's enough for me to two-shot stuff instead of 3-shot it. He attacks. Okay, so what can we do here? We have Night Stretcher, energy back. Move that damage. Rare Candy. So we can start it a Pidgeot next turn. But wait, it gets better. Ultra Ball, okay. Ribbit, instant Pidgeot, get the Haunter as well. And now we are back in business. And this is what you want to get the Pidgeot in. It works very similar to a Charizard, except here you don't do big damage, you control the pace of the game. And our ace spec is for Unfair Stamp to make sure, okay, if we get in a nasty situation and he takes double prize or anything, we can actually start messing with him. And here I think, okay, boss order, 60 damage off with the Munkidoris, and we have game. Very easy, streamlined game plan. Thought through, we know what to do in which scenarios. Move the energy off, even though this is game. Handheld Feint, you have to move energy. That's one prize, and here we take the KO and win this game. Gengar for the win. That's how we do it with Gengar. Okay, so if you're tired of seeing the same deck over and over again and be like, I want to play something new, I want to see different stuff at the top of the meta, go give out this Gengar list a try. It's so fun to play. I would recommend you to take a few games on it and learn how it works, because it's mechanically difficult because there's a lot of thought you need to do. But as soon as you learn the deck, it is so rewarding to play. It is absolutely a blast. And I have a few tweaks I might be making to it to make it even better, and maybe take it for a regional spin, if it's good enough for it. I will see that in Gdansk. When we get closer, I will say if I end up going with it. See you guys next time, and peace out from here. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below. See ya.